Hello everyone! Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is a little side video I'm going to be doing. It's going to cover stuff that's happened in between the finishing of my Let's Play, which was done ages ago, and now, with the DLC coming out in a few months, I think it's slated for September. Ubisoft has released a few new things, both of which are crossovers. Hold on. I'm trying to find out the exact date. When these came out. Where is it? The... There we go. May 27th of this year, which was not too long ago, a free expansion was released dedicated to the game Dead by Daylight. Now, if you've seen some of my videos, you know I have played a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I really do like the game. It's a bit fun, but I kind of fell off after a while. Never really cared about it enough to continue going. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to do a little thing in this because I'm gonna do the little crossover of it because it's kind of fun. After I got done playing it, I was like, that was kind of cool, and I decided that since I'm in New Game Plus now, I'll go ahead and do the DLC for you guys. Now, in order to get this, you must first unlock Yasuke. That's the main reason why I decided to do this in New Game Plus. Another crossover event they did, which also unlocks after you finish getting Yasuke, is a Critical Role crossover event as well, which allows you to play as oh crap, I can't remember his name now. You can get one of the characters from, let's see here, Robbie Damon. There we go. Just remembered. You can get his character as a ally for your Iki by doing the Critical Role event. It's actually really cool. I'm going to show you off some of the other little stuff they've included as well. That's in the store. So first we have the Dead by Daylight pack. You get 2 costumes based after killers from the Dead by Daylight game. You get the Spirit. Very cool. I love this costume. And the Oni armor. Really nice. You can also get his Kanabo. And a Tanto, modeled after the Spirit's sword in Dead by Daylight. You can also get Maurice as a mount. And Blood Orbs as a artifact. I don't have either of them because I don't really need it. But it looks really good. Like, holy hell. It's really cool. It really is. I will go into the other one later, once we do the Critical Role quest. This set is going to be dedicated specifically to Dead by Daylight's crossover. Let's go. Now, once you unlock Yasuke, all you gotta do is come over here, and you can start the quest here.
What is it, Tomiko?
One of our people. There has been no sign of them for days.
Is this unusual? Where were they when you last heard from them?
Akashi. And you are right. It would not be concerning, if not for their last message.
Go on.
They spoke of missing villagers. A strange presence. I fear our agent may have fallen victim to the same fate.
I will go there and see what I can find.
Be careful. Something feels very wrong about this.
Alright, let's do this. Visions of the Realm. There we go. Track. Unknown entity. Ooh. Alright, so I have things set for pretty simple right here. This mission is actually very simple. There's no fighting really in it. So my difficulty is low because I want to get through the game quickly. When I get to doing the Critical Role content, though, I will turn the difficulty back up to normal and go from there. Alright. I will keep on the being able to tell where everything's at, though, because this isn't part of my Let's Play itself. Although I will include it in the playlist. Whee! Got to get to it. Nakayama Peak. Mysterious fog. Hey, what's up, guy? I will say, going through this game in New Game Plus, pretty fun. A lot of the... Oh god, it's getting really foggy. A lot of the updates they've been doing throughout the month has really helped out.
Where is everyone?
Kakogawa Estuary. Hi, doggies. Alright.
Ugh, the smell.
Drawing depicts a red cross in front of a lone tree by a dock with a menacing demon lurking nearby.
This is not a drawing done for pleasure.
Jesus. Fog.
A diary might have
burn the
noted
mercury
some
agent, come
recent
on.
occurrences.
Juro's mouth has been spilling black, or was already spilling black when we reached him. His fear-crazed eyes regarded the statue he had pulled ashore as though it were a demon. He was soon dead, but well before that, Taro and I began to feel unwell. We decided we must destroy it. It's indestructible, impervious to flame, unyielding to hammer blows. We buried it under oak, wood, and charcoal, yet a full day in that furnace yielded no effect upon it. Finally, several of the men dragged it to the seaward tree where Taro and I could hardly walk. None shall approach the place from this time forward.
A strange statue caught in a fisherman's net. The villager called it evil, blamed it for the disappearances. Not a place for a book of this quality.
Tale of the Oni Samurai. Okay. The written accounts have been lost. It is very well known to the people of the region that Renjiro Yamaoka had, in all respects, discharged his duty with honor and outstanding skill. Yet a true accounting of his exploits in service of his master has been corrupted by the legions of lesser men who profited from the hysteria wrought by his son Kazan. Though 1,000 mouths have spoken words claiming their veracity, it is my aim to make the truest telling of the tale of Kazan Yamaoka. Despite a tenuous claim that had settled in many populated parts, petty chaos continued to ravage the countryside and the region surrounding the Yamaoka lands. Thieves went unpunished, and rascals masqueraded as samurai, killing for pleasure. The old samurai, Renjiro Yamaoka, lamented the fall of his noble class. It angered him not only that the land was unsafe, but that his age prevented him from taking up his katana to defend the honor of the samurai and bring about peace. His anger was shattered by and burned even more intensely in the heart of his son Kazan, who longed to prove himself to his father. He wanted to restore the standing of the samurai, tarnished by the worthless men for whom honor meant nothing. It's unknown if any outrage in particular spurred Kazan to action, but a day came when he took up his father's sword and set out to make the world right in his eyes. One after another, many men fell beneath his blade. As his toll grew, so did his viciousness. His killings took on an aspect of macabre cruelty and humiliation, as if he intended a greater warning to others with each subsequent outrage. Rumors of an avenging Oni stalked the land, spreading amongst the country folk. As the rain pelted his gore-encrusted armor one night, a lone samurai stepped out onto his path. Kazan could see this was no imposter, he was a true samurai. He called out to the stranger, "You are not my enemy. The honor of the samurai is a duty we share." His words seemed to assuage the stranger, as his stance softened slightly, but he quickly regained his resolve and raised his katana with intent. "You share no honor of mine," he replied. Somewhat shakily to Kazan's ear, they engaged. And though for a time Kazan felt he may indeed have more trouble than expected, he ultimately prevailed. Yet the downed samurai would not relent. He could not stand, but still he raised his sword and spat blood. Kazan pushed his blade away and bent to remove the samurai's helmet, intending to deliver a killing blow, only to recognize the face of his own father. It was then that the elderly samurai delivered a killing blow to himself, with a look of savage disgust. Kazan, rent to his core with shame and fury, roared to the sky over his corpse of his disapproving father. When at last his breath was exhausted, he opened his blood-reddened eyes, and they were no longer the eyes of Kazan Yamaoka. Hold on. Sorry, I'm starting my throat a bit. I never actually read this the first time through. Before he could get to his feet, half a dozen harvesting folks pierced his heart. Accompanied by the searing pain, he heard the shouts of men of his own village. Many he grew up with, worked the fields with, drank sake with. They were the ones to honor his father by taking his life and ending Kazan's merciless campaign of blood. Soon, those closest to the warm stench of slaughter began to choke on the black mist far fouler than 100 rotting corpses. Despite his frenzy, the mob's carnage gave way to thickening smoke, and they receded to reveal Kazan was gone, seemingly dispersed into the wind along with the black fumes. Those are the events which I cannot attest. These are the events which I cannot attest, but which conform most consistently to the accounts of the ones perpetrating to know. Similarities I offer as my best efforts of cooperation. None may know what truly transpired. Talk of him still mingles of the sake-loose tongues of farm folk in many quarters. Some claim Kazan has been disfigured by rage and unearthly malevolence. None have seen him and lived, it seems. For each account is preceded by, "I heard." None can be trusted. Beware of your travels, HL. HL.
The story of a killer taken harshly by death and put to an even darker purpose. The Oni.
So, Kazan Yamaoka. That is the Oni. I showed you his armor and his appearance at the shop. In Dead by Daylight lore, all that's pretty much true. According to the back lore. What did start the Oni mantle, though, was during his first killing, a little girl noticed him and called him Yamaoka. He hated that name. And the local feudal lord set a bounty pretty much out for the Oni. And every time anyone said that name around him, he would kill them. And eventually he just was driven mad by voices in his head and started killing people, eventually becoming the Oni he so hated. And then eventually he was taken by the entity to the realm to just kill.
Fitting. The ground here has been recently turned.
Dig.
Look at this thing. No wonder they tried to bury it. What is this? What's happening?
By the by, that symbol is the symbol of the entity from Dead by Daylight. This is my favorite little bit. Straight up a one-to-one recreation of the waiting screen from Dead by Daylight. Even the music.
This place. Where am I?
All right. No, this is real. I have to wake up. Why can't I wake up? I found a red gate. I swear I saw daylight beyond it, but it's locked. 5 seals hold it shut, each tied to a totem. Referencing the 5 generators you have to light up. I tried everything, but only a mantra worked. When I chanted it, the totem started to crack, but in panic, I stumbled on my words and something woke. A monster. I ran, I fought, I bled. Nothing stopped it. I tried everything. Shuriken, kunai, even a katana strike. If you find this, know that the totems can be destroyed. That must be the way out. I will try again to destroy the one in front of the gate. Please prove me right.
The villagers. Something murdered them as they were trying to escape. I must find a way to unlock this gate.
And that's the Oni. Heartbeat even. Okay, let's go. I really wish this was a more permanent game mode we could do. You can't do this after this, by the way. So annoying. I also kind of wish that they included this type of thing, or something, in Dead by Daylight. But I've not heard a thing about it. This, by the way, is a totem from Dead by Daylight.
This totem removed a seal from the gate.
Hide down, locker.
Stay low. Stay hidden.
Okay. Someone over there. One over there too. Alright, it's up there. Oh, the Tanuki. I forgot about that. The Oni's map is known as Yamaoka Estate, and you can find hidden Tanuki. That randomly spawn there. They do nothing other than get you a trophy. Ooh. I'm just curious if you can see anything interesting. Okay.
Another seal gone.
You don't see me. Yeah, I think he sees me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Fucker's actually kind of creepy. Ooh. Alright, so he knows I'm here. Where's the next one at? Over there. Alright, Sika's down up there.
One left.
You see nothing. Woo! This is actually a lot more stressful than freaking Dead by Daylight, I can tell you that. Up there. You see nothing, you see nothing. You see nothing.
Done. Now to leave this place.
Use it.
A way out.
Excuse me, buddy.
I think we made it.
I would have teabagged him, but you know. Gotta have some decorum. Fight Yasuke. Oh. Oh.
I am back.
It looks so cool.
It seems I did not return alone.
In my opinion, he looks better than here than he does in the freaking actual game. Dead by Daylight. Ow! Nope.
It is vulnerable here.
Honestly, I forgot there was a fight here. I would have changed the difficulty if I knew that. To be
I
fair,
do
but though,
not
my
truly
Yasuke
know
built
what
nuts.
I've just seen, but I must tell Tomiko. Tell her something of what happened here.
Alright. I really wish I had remembered that there was a fight there. Because that fight actually is kind of brutal. Well, it can be, depending where you're at in the game and what your loadout is.
I'm glad to see you return, Naoe. What news of Akashi?
Nothing of what I saw was good. Some menace had already killed everyone in the village by the time I got there. Most likely our scout too.
Oh, that's... everyone? How can that be? Who did this?
All I can tell is I was attacked by what looked like an Oni.
An Oni?
It looked like an Oni. I do not know what it was.
An Oni. Of course, people tell tales of such demons, but to defeat one is a great victory.
I survived it. I cannot say any more than that.
It is in the nature of such Oni to forever menace us mortals. Survival is a gift.
There is a chance it may return?
Who can know the mind of an Oni?
Well, whatever may come, we will be ready.
As a fun side note, Oni, according to Japanese mythology, are often translated as demons, but in a more, I think appropriate definition, they are, ogres, almost. They're these giant hulking beasts, usually with a horn sticking out of their head. Kanabo. It's using they're use one of those things with one hand, like a sword. So the fact that Yasuke carries one is impressive, but an Oni truly uses it as like I'm gonna beat you with this stick type of a deal. But that is the Dead by Daylight crossover event. I do, like I said, really wish that you could do it again because it's a fun minigame. But going back there does nothing. There's no hidden minigame. You can't do it again. It really sucks. But what can you do? Either way, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time where we will do the Critical Role event. But till then, have a nice day. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video and would like to support the channel, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. This goes a long way to boosting the channel and YouTube's algorithm. If you would like to support me more directly, please feel free to check the link in the description or on the main page. You will find a link to an ebook I've written. It is a fantasy style I would personally appreciate it if you gave it a chance. If you do not wish to, however, that's okay as well. Just feel free to tell your friends about it instead. Of course, if you so wish to. Other than that, I hope you continue to enjoy my work, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, bye-bye.